The original paper by the authors who first performed the delayed choice quantum eraser implied retro-causality. But retro-causality is true only if you assume a classical way of thinking. But that's not the way quantum mechanics works, and I was wrong for interpreting it that way in my original 2019 video. When viewed with the standard interpretation of quantum mechanics where a particle is always a wave until the moment it is measured, there is no retro-causality. How the double-slit experiment works. If you send photons one at a time through the slits, at first you will see what looks like a random distribution of dots, but after a while, you will see that those dots create an interference pattern. If you then put detectors on the slits to measure which slit the photon passes through, you see a pattern like you would if you were sending individual particles through the slits. The act of measuring seems to affect the results, but the change is due to the nature of quantum mechanics. All quantum objects like photons and electrons are really waves. But if they interact with anything, that is, if an irreversible energy exchange takes place, their waves become localized like a particle. This is called wave collapse. Wave collapse also occurs when the photon interacts with the screen in the back, and we this as a dot on the screen. The delayed choice. Quantum eraser is like the double-slit experiment on steroids. First, I want to point out that if you have a detector that measures the path, you don't really get two clean lines of photons like it's usually illustrated. You get a single spread-out distribution of photons.